Good evening. I think we're live. Evening, Mike and Leslie. Quick sound check. Please let me know if it sounds all right. You can hear me okay? And then we will continue. Bella, good evening. Nice to see you. Oh, we just got a thumbs up. Somebody likes me. Does this mean sound is good? Thanks, Maureen. That's what I was after. Great. This is is it 43, I think? Good evening, Richard, Catherine, Ron. Thank you. I think this is 43. 43. Good evening, Suzanne. Anyone else? Anne, hi. Sound pick, good. Good evening, Mike. We'll all start in a moment. How many have we got with us? 10 at the moment. Any requests or anything for today before we start? Evening, Sally. Anything particular people want me to cover or go over, break down, explain? At least as far as the curriculum that we've covered in the nugget. If there's anything you want me to do, or anything we've done before that you want to review or go over, it'll be fine. Good evening, Kelly. How you doing? Quick reminder, lest I forget, that there is no nugget tomorrow. Please, could you do the count again that you did yesterday? Oh, which one was that? Grass bird's tail, I think, wasn't it? Grass bird's tail. Mm-hmm. Evening, Anna. How are you doing? Yeah, we can talk a little bit about the count. It's probably a good time to do that because people are fairly familiar with the sequence now, so we can talk. Yesterday, to see the application of pushing hands and warning off. Yeah. Thanks to Richard and Catherine for helping out with that. Appreciate it. As soon as the lockdown is over, and I have someone here with me, I'm going to be filming all the applications. So especially if you're in the academy and stuff, and there's lots of new moves and there's no applications, it's only because of the situation at the moment. Once I have a partner, I shall explain and break down, and I'll do something for the YouTube people as well and show some stuff. Feet on the transition from cloud hands to rooster. Yep. Good. Nice specific question. That's good. Can do that. So we talk a little bit about the count, a little bit about the feet on the transition. That's fine. Yeah, Richard. Yes, I assume you. Yeah, grasping bird's tail. All right. 15 of us. 3 minutes. I think it's time to start our warm up. And let's see what we're going to do tonight. I'm just winging it. I have zero lesson plan for tonight, completely, because I've just been filming some other stuff, and so I was like, time for the nugget. So 0 lesson plan. This is like winging. Where are we at? Put this down a little bit. It's funny how the Zoom and the YouTube have a different camera aspect, whatever you call it. Almost like there's a different lens on it. All right. Okay. There we go. Let's do some warm-ups. Wrists. Elbows. Shoulders. Knees. Bouncing. Let the arms just go. Okay, now we'll do this one. and shifting the weight. Shift, rotate. Okay, now we do front and back, no rotate, just front to back. And change sides. Okay. Have the feet wide apart, toes slightly turned outwards. We do teacup exercises. If you're mirroring me, left hand, other hand you can just have it, make a fist and bring it to your waist. Left hand comes across, through, lean forwards. Hand goes over the top, don't spill any tea. Lean backwards and back. That's one. Forwards, backwards. Remember, the movement is leading from the little finger. Always, for this direction, always leading from the little finger. Then forwards on this part, then backwards on this part. As you go backwards, lift your chest up so you're stable, protect your low back. Let's do one more. Bring your hand to your waist. Other hand, little finger side, forwards, backwards, little finger side. So the hand comes close to your armpit. Lean forwards. Okay, let's get flashy. Two hands together. Over the top. Other hand through. Lean forwards. Over the top. Left hand through. Lean forwards. Over the top. Right hand through. Reach your hands far. Imagine those cups of tea. We'll just do three more. Okay, and finish. Breathe in, breathe out. Good one, that one, because it warms up the waist and also the shoulders. So it's a nice warm-up exercise. Right, so we want to go over the count. We want to go over, what's the other one? Golden rooster, feet. We'll go over both of those. How do you guys get on with the teacups? Got 3 thumbs up, so does that mean 14 people didn't like the teacups or love teacups? Love in a strange kind of way, right? So when you spilled some, yeah. Oh dear, when I first learned this in China, and Sifu would empty the tea, put in some hot tea, and like every so often replace it. We used to do, well, okay, 2 hands and rest. Yeah, just go back to 1 and then you'll figure it. We used to do this for a long time, like tea everywhere. I don't know, at least 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Now, sometimes that was just the warm-up, was just teacups. It'd just be like teacups. And if you want a story, I don't want to yak too much while you want to be practicing, but I think this is quite a funny story. That I'd been in China for some months and I was really missing digestive biscuits. I don't know why. You know, one of those things, you get these strange cravings for home, right? And I've been in China for a few months. And at that time, this was about 1990, 91, there wasn't really, now you can get everything. It's like England now. You go to England, you can get cuisine if you like Lebanese food, or if you like, I think it's always been Indian and Chinese, but now we've got this plethora of choice. But 20 years ago, it was, not much choice. And so digestive biscuits, my goodness. So how the heck do you get those? You couldn't. My friend took me to, there was one shop which was called the Friendship Store. In those days, they had even had like a different currency for foreigners. I mean, they don't do that now, but you had a different currency. So you'd have the same, say 10 Renminbi, but then if you were a foreigner, it would suddenly, all the prices would treble. So there was this packet, like the little packet of digestive biscuits, right? Well, it's like a normal size one. And it was something like, I don't know, something like £4 or £5. This was in 1991. I was a poor student and it was like major money, but I was like, shall I, shan't I? And then one day I was like, that's it, I'm going to get these. So I bought these biscuits, beat duck in the digestive. So had a private lesson and Sifu was like, teacups. So I was like, oh, okay, Sifu. And then, because, the 30 years ago, I keep doing the same thing. 1990. Oh, thanks, Richard. Yeah, thanks. Feel old. So, so where was I going with this? So, private lesson. Sifu usually just sits there drinking his tea while I'm sweating. Occasionally he gets up and goes, no, like this, bam, 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 and then sits back down again. You're like, okay. So, Sifu, look, I got these, this is an English biscuit, traditional English, Chuntong Yingguo, yeah? Oh, okay, Sihala, try it. Okay. So I put this packet there. And he started me doing teacups. You can probably guess the rest of the story, right? I'm going around, and I said, how's the biscuits? Yeah, good. And he's watching me. And then another one, and he's watching me. And I must have been doing this exercise for, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes. And all I'm thinking as I'm going round and around is watching this packet going down and down and down and down and down, and thinking, I'm not going to get my digestive biscuits. Anyway, I think there was like 1 or 2 left. Yeah, and it cost me like a week's money. Okay, story over. So let's look at the count. Most of the postures are 8s. This music that we go with doesn't really have a beat, but I'll play a piece of music in a minute with a beat. It's not specifically for the 8, it's actually written for the 24, but you can hear a beat, and there's 8 beats in the movement. So let me find the piece, and then this will help you guys with the timing. Talk amongst yourselves. This is the piece. This is 24 forms music, but it's easier for you to hear the beat. I'm going to turn the volume up. I'm just going to count the beat for you. Just stepping out. Boom, boom, stepping out. Boom. And then the music starts, and listen to the 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be actually slightly longer because there's a 2 count here, but then 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an extra couple of beats because it's a different form. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you get the idea? So that's the count. We'll have to wait for the music because it's a different sequence, but we'll have to wait for the music for the grasping the bird's tail, and then we'll do it together. This is 8s as well. 2. So when you're doing cloud hands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. One side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go on to grasp bird's tail, so please follow me. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On, turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually 10. 8, 9, 10. And then into the next movement. So it's like an 8 plus 2 to add that extra bit in. So that's basically, you can see I'm not a music teacher, right? But that's the gist. This is actually the music for cloud hands. Dum, 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 one side. Dum, 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 other side. But that give you the idea. So it's more or less 8, but there's a few exceptions, and this is one of the exceptions. 8, 9, 10. There's 2 extra beats on that. Is that helpful or really confusing? Could everyone hear there's more or less a beat to that? And I'll tell you the story of that one. Not that I'm talking all too much tonight, but the story of that one was the Asian Games, the 11th Asian Games. You can probably find it on YouTube. There was an opening ceremony, and they had 1,000 people doing the Taiji 24 forms in absolute sync. 500 from Japan, 500 from China, and it was absolutely timed to perfection. Oh, cool. And the way they did it was very smart. That piece of music I just played was written for the form. So it's the opposite of dancing. In dancing, you have music and you're following the music. Here, they wrote the music specifically to match the length of the postures. So that way they had everyone absolutely together. And every time the music changes, it's a new posture. And so that there's not an even number of beats. Oh, there's an even number of beats in the bar for you musician people, but there wasn't an even number of beats in the posture. Some postures had 4, 8, 10. There was one 7 in there, which is the opening the fan, which 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. But that way, everyone was completely together. It was a very smart way of doing it. Trying to make sure I keep the same pace throughout. So what you can do, yeah, Richard, what you can do is use a metronome. If you haven't got that piece of music, although that piece of music's on the academy. If you're in the academy, you can download it. Or you can use a metronome app on your phone. And those of you that struggle tend to go fast, I would suggest slow it down more so that when you naturally speed up a bit, you're speeding up to normal speed rather than going too fast. The important thing is for the Yang style, please understand it's different. Those of you learning Minnoy Jump is different. Yang style is one steady speed, does not speed up and slow down. Okay. Same pace throughout, exactly. And almost everyone speeds up as they go through, particularly with the long form. You'll see them speed up. It's a long sequence. They start getting tired and it speeds up. So a metronome can be really useful. I've actually got a piece of music to match the long form, and it's 20 minutes long, this piece of music, and it's to the beat. With practice, you will literally, da-da-dum-dum, boom, music starts. The whole routine, 20 minutes later, da-da-dum, close. And you'll be absolutely timed. All my advanced class can do the whole long form like that. Okay. So what was the other question was the feet going from cloud hands to golden rooster. Okay. Now I'm going to say the same thing that I said last time about depending on how big a step you have, and you have to adjust it. So for some people, now I'm just doing this very kind of, Chinese would say "hokao-kei," like it's really casual, not really very trying to do it super beautiful, but if you're doing it for a competition or something, and you're big, and then from there, it's like, oh man, that's a long way. It's a long way to get your feet. Whereas if you're just doing it very kind of just here, you don't have to do very much. You can just pick your leg up, okay? Whereas if you're longer, that's trickier. So, well, we come from here, haven't we? We're here. So, yes, in this form, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the other set. In this form, we're doing it from that position. So the feet are already 1 fist distance apart. So from here, what I do is I turn on the ball of this foot, the ball of the foot. Why? Because that enables me, without having to shift my center of gravity too much, to sink into my back leg. See that? This foot comes up heel first. And then that's the position. So we've done here, stepped up, adjust, pull down, and I'm sinking into my standing leg so that my center of gravity comes up as I do the golden rooster position. If we do it on the other side, stepped up. If you turn on the ball, it's easier. Why? Because look, I don't know if you can see this, but if I turn on the heel, I now have to bring my weight quite far across. If I turn on the ball, I don't need to bring my weight across so much. I just concentrate on sinking it down. Look at it from the side. You want to make sure that your knee is tracking your elbow. It's not here back, and it's not in front. Same line. If you can, they're close together. If you're not so flexible, okay, but imagine there's a piece of string connecting them. Excuse me. I think that answers the question you asked. Is that clear? That was Kelly that asked that one. Does that answer your question? Or anything? Does that not answer? Is there something else I didn't explain? Anything else you want to know? We'll work the form in a minute. Okay. No more questions? So let's do, we'll do the whole sequence. I think I was missing a step. If you don't adjust the foot, wait a second, let me see. No, you weren't missing a step. In the 8 form, it's wider. As soon as you said that, I was like, because remember the posture is different in the different sets. Okay, so in this form, we're going in, out, no step, in, out, no step. So that was my fault. So you're going to adjust, but it's the same thing. Adjust it so that you've got less distance. If I adjust it on the toe, I have miles to go back. If I adjust it on the heel, I have less to go back. So you weren't missing a step. In the 8 form, there's no extra step there. My bad. So don't add an extra step. In, out, no step in the 8. But same thing applies. Turn on the ball to make the step as narrow as possible before you bring your foot up. The rotation of the foot is the critical thing. Yes, the reason is that, Barnaby, the reason is that if you don't rotate the foot, if I don't rotate the foot, and this foot now points straight, and I try to knee straight, this is no good. If my foot points straight ahead, and my knee is up, I'm off balance. In order to knee forwards, look at it this way, if I want to knee something in front of me, this foot has to turn now. Because here, it's like off balance. So this must be turned outwards. That's the critical thing. So that instead of my hips being like this and picking up a leg, imagine my feet are under my hips. If I just pick a foot up now, my weight's going that way. If I rotate, now I'm driving this way. So this foot must be out. 45 degrees, approx. That's the main thing, that the foot rotates so the hips turn, and then you can bring the knee in front. Good. Shall we do the set together? You can vote. Do you want back towards you, or do you want mirror image? While I get the music ready. I'll let first 3 votes come in. Best of first 3. 1 each. Okay. Fair enough. Does the other foot rotate the same way for the second rooster? I put the foot down already turned out, Barnaby. But if you put the foot down straight, you have to rotate it again. I don't. I just put the foot down already turned out. Mirror, either, mirror. So I said the first 3 and they got 1 each back and 1 mirror. So we'll go for the, go on, we'll do 1 each. 7 o'clock. I got to run though. If we do 1 each, I won't do the standing qigong because I have a Skype meeting. So I'll do 1 of each, but no Salgong tonight. Okay? That was me talking about biscuits. My fault. Mirror first. Okay, and we'll do one from the back view. Okay. So once each. I can't remember if I said this, but if I forgot, there is no nugget tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm doing an extended Zoom class for the Academy members. So don't forget, if you're in the Academy, to check the times, because I've split the different groups, and you're welcome to attend as many as you want, but we have specific times. That's tomorrow night. So sorry, YouTubers, I'm afraid that's it till Monday now. Long weekend this time. Thank you. Yeah, have a good weekend, Nuggeteers. Oh, I like that, Nuggeteers. Good to learn some more detail each time. Happy to help. That's the main thing. Good. Have a good weekend. You're all very welcome. And have a good weekend, Nuggeteers. As soon as says, I like that. I'm going to use that. Great. So see some of you tomorrow on Zoom, and the rest of you Monday. And if you have any questions in your practice over the weekend, write them down. And on Monday, you can ask me in the comments and I will answer any questions. Please try to, I know we usually have a class on Friday. This is the first one for 9 weeks, I think it is, that I've missed. So please, you're in the habit of practice. So do your practice at 6:30. Try and do the whole set through 3 times, 10 times if you've got the time. And then if you can't and you get stuck, you'll know what to ask me on Monday. Okay? So thank you, Lawrence. You're very welcome. And plenty of time to practice. Exactly. So I have a Skype meeting now, so I've got to run, but I will see you guys. Have a lovely weekend. Thanks very much.